Hey guys, welcome back. It's Kylie. I have a book haul today for you guys. I've got tons and tons of books, so I better just get started because it's a ridiculous amount that I have. So let's just get into it. The first book I have is Jodi Picoult's Off the Page, and I read her Between the Lines, which wasn't too bad. She's one of my favourite adult authors, so I'm picking up her children's books to see what they're like. But there's a picture. Absolutely beautiful artwork in this book, so I'm super excited to start this one. The next book I have is The Passage by Justin Cronin, and this is a mammoth of a book, and this is a post-apocalyptic story, and it just has lots of good reviews, but God, I don't know when I'm going to get to this. It looks massive. The next book I have is by E. Lockhart, Lauren Miracle and Sarah Milanowoski, How to Be Bad, and this is about a good girl and a more confident kind of girl, basically, and they go to a party and how to be bad. I liked E. Lockhart's We Were Liars, so I'm pretty excited to start this one. The next book I have is by Peter Robinson, and it's Caedmon's Song. And he's one of my favourite crime writers. It's about a student that is viciously attacked, and she wakes up, she's got no recollection of her attack and what happens, and then she gets these texts and basically she gets stalked. So I'm looking forward to starting that. I haven't read a good crime one in a while. The next one I have is We All Are Completely Beside Ourselves by Karen Joy Fowler. And this is about a girl that sister has disappeared and she hasn't seen her brother in a long time as well. And she's gone to college and she's slowly starting to remember things. And then it's got lots of blurbs, and it won the 2014 PEN Faulkner Award. So should be alright. See how I go. The next book, I have already got a copy of this, but I wanted a hardcover copy. It's The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, and Under the Desk Jacket. Super pretty. So I just wanted a hardcover, and it was only $12 at Big W, so I picked that up. The next book I have is Remember Me by Sophie Kinsella, and I've only just read one of Sophie Kinsella's books, and this is about a girl that wakes up in hospital and she finds that she's lost a whole chunk of her memory. So I'm excited to start that one. The next book I have is The Novice by Taran Mataru. And this book is about a demon hunter, and he is orphaned, and it kind of looks like he goes to an academy where he learns to use his gifts. So it's kind of like Harry Potter, but demon hunter. This is book 1, it says, so I'm looking forward to starting that. Next book I have is Prince Lestat by Anne Rice, and this is just a vampire book, adult vampire book. So I haven't read a vampire book in a long time, so I'm looking forward to starting that one. The next book I have is The Luckiest Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll, and this is about a girl that looks like she has the perfect life. She's got the perfect husband to be. She's organising a wedding, and then she does an interview for a magazine, it looks like, and things don't really. She's not so perfect after all. So she's got a bit of a dark back history. So I'm looking forward to starting that as well. The next book I have already read, and this is by Sophie Kinsella. This is Finding Audrey, and this is about a girl with social anxiety, and it's just about how she's coping with things and her family life, and I didn't mind this. It wasn't too bad. I'll tell you a bit more about it in my wrap-up, so I got that one as well. The next one is Church of Marvels, and this is by Leslie Parry, and this is basically about a circus in 1895. And I really like reading books about circuses, so I'm looking forward to starting that. The next book I have is Do Not Disturb by A.R. Torr, and I read this month The Girl in 6E, which is about a girl that hasn't left her apartment in 3 years because she's got homicidal tendencies and she wants to basically kill everybody she sees, which is awesome. And I really enjoyed the book, so I got the second one in this. I don't know if it's a series or what's happening, but I'm excited to start that one. The next one I got off my mum while she was out shopping, and it's super vague. It's called It's About Love, and it just says about beginnings, about family, about revenge, and about love. So I'm looking forward to starting that one. The next book I have is White Hot Kiss by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and this is about a girl that falls in love with a gargoyle, half demon, and apparently he's real badass, tattoos, my kind of man. The next book I have is Runner by Patrick Lee, and this book is about a girl that is 11 years old and she's classed as one of the most dangerous people in the world, and she's being hunted by pretty much everybody. And escaped retired soldier comes to her aid and helps her escape this big manhunt. And it's a dystopian post-apocalyptic kind of novel. I'm looking forward to starting this one because I haven't read anything or heard anything about this book. So the next one I'm super pumped to start, and I haven't heard anything about this book. It's See How Small by Scott Blackwood, and this is about 3 girls that work in like a convenience store, ice cream shop, sorry, and 2 strangers walk in, tie these women up, and then they burn them alive. And it's about their family and the witnesses and the suspects and everything after these women are murdered. So it's just what happens to their family and to the witnesses, and basically the backstory of what happens, which sounds super interesting. I really want to read this soon. Next I have Side Effects May Vary by Julie Murphy. This is about a girl that has leukemia, and she makes a bucket list, and she goes ahead and does this bucket list, and a lot of it is to do with redemption and revenge, which I love. And then she goes into a remission, and she has to deal with the consequences of her and what she's done. So I'm looking forward to starting that one. The next book I have is The Prodigy by Murray Liu. This is the second book in the Legend trilogy. I read Legend at the start of the year. Whoops, just lost all my books. So I'm super excited to finish this off. I've still got to get Champion, but I'm excited to start that one. The next book I have is End of Days by Susan E. And this is the 3rd book in the Don't Know trilogy. Angel Falls, the first book. So I'm looking forward to starting this trilogy. I haven't done so yet, but it's a post-apocalyptic angel book. The next book I have is Kissing in America, and this is by Marco Rabb, and this is a road trip book about a girl that loves reading romance novels, and then she ends up going on a road trip. So looking forward to starting road trip book. The next book I have is The Orphan Queen by Jodie Meadows, and to tell you the truth, I only bought this because it was pretty cover and it was a hardcover. So it looks like this book is about an orphaned queen, and she comes back to take over her kingdom. So I'm looking forward to starting that because it's just a super pretty book. The next book I have is 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray, and this is a time travel book, I believe, and I'm looking forward to starting that as well. I'm looking forward to starting all of these, if you cannot tell. This book is Just Like Fate by Kat Patrick and Susan Young. And this is about a girl whose grandmother is really unwell, and she gets invited to this party, and she really wants to go to this party. And it's 2 stories where she ends up going to the party and what happens. And then the next story is she ends up staying with her grandma instead of going to the party. So it's 2 different stories and what actually happens. So I'm looking forward to starting that. And it was super cheap. It was like $7. The next book I have is The Martian by Andy Weir. And haven't started this yet. This is the next one I want to read, and this is about a guy that's stuck on Mars and his survival, and I've heard fantastic things about it, so I'm super excited about starting this book. The next book I have for you is The Water Knife, And God, I have no idea how to say this name. It's by Paolo something. Don't know. It's about where the water sources in America are pretty much like gold, and about this girl that's hunting for water. So it's like a post-apocalyptic kind of novel. I do like my post-apocalyptic. You know what I mean. The next two books, my last two books, I got at Dymocks for $5 each. They're having our end of year sale, and I was super pumped to get them. The next is The Age of Miracles by Karen Thompson Walker, and this is about basically the world starts to slow down, and the spinning of the world starts to slow down, and the days become longer and the minutes become longer, and it's just about the world. You can hear my dog barking in the background, trying to protect his mum. So for $5, I'm pretty excited to get into this. It was $30, so. And the last book I have for you is also $5, and this is by Alex Morel, and it's called Survive. And super pretty cover, just all white with these blue kind of shading. It's about a girl that wants to commit suicide, and she's on a plane home where she plans to do the deed, and then the plane crashes and she's stuck in the snow in the mountains with this other survivor. So I'm guessing there's a bit of romance involved. So I'm really excited to start these. So I hope you guys enjoyed all those books that I have accumulated. I need to ease up on buying books. Oh well, I work hard so I can play hard. So let me know what you guys think and what I should read next. And see you later. Have a great day.